in that tone. All right, guys, I'm going to introduce myself. I am Latasha Arnold. I am a co-chair for the Palm Beach County Tenants Union. And I wanted to take a moment to just reach out and touch base with the world. Our union has been growing and getting stronger, and I'm so proud of everything that everyone's done. Crystal is a freaking powerhouse. I admire that woman a lot. So as Corona or COVID-19 has kind of swept the world globally, and it's kind of taken over everything, and it's a very scary time for a lot of people. We don't know when we're going to go back to work, and should safely go back to work. Is there a vaccine? Who will get it, when they'll get it, why they'll get it. There's so many little factors into it, and it makes it very questionable times for a lot of people. And my heart goes out to so many people. There's people that, they didn't have the savings for this. They weren't prepared for it. And so what I'm proud to bring, and a positive thing I want to bring to it, is the union is trying to reformat to be more of a community outreach and a resource. We're going to focus on education, community outreach. We're going to try to get a food pantry going, a clothes closet for people in need, and we really want to strive forward to really help families in need. Before, it's just focusing on housing issues, and we do focus on the housing issues, and we always will fight for the right for any of our union members, hell for anyone. I mean, I don't care who you are, you deserve a good affordable housing situation. We all need housing, we all need food, we all need medical. I'm 36, and it's something I've never understood why it's a struggle or we make it inaccessible to many. And of course, you go into the conspiracies of everything's just a pyramid scheme here in this country. So we are going to be going forward, and we're going to grow bigger, and we're going to grow stronger, and we're going to be there for as many as we possibly can. So don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to join. Don't be afraid to, if you're in another state or another town, start your own, find it. It's really empowering. They really got me through a lot, and I don't know where I would be without the union. So thank you guys. I love you. So with that said, I had a very vivid, crazy dream last night, and I really wanted to share it with people because it had a very strong meaning for me. I told it to a friend, and as I was telling her, I was like, holy crap, this is what it means. So I'm going to be as descriptive as possible. I really want you to see what I saw because it was very powerful. In my dream, there's a group of a couple hundred people, not a lot, but quite a bit, and all different colors, races, creeds. I mean, like, you got everything. It was amazing, beautiful. And we're kind of approaching what looks to be kind of like mountains that come down to a stone-like structure in the middle of like what's now a valley. And between the stone structures, the pillars really, yeah, I would say pillars, was these huge stained glass doors, like a gate. So you got these beautiful, huge, several hundred feet tall, wide as hell, beautiful, and very, very ornate. It was very decorated, lots of scenes, and I couldn't even tell you everything that was on them. So you got that, and you feel this energy, like something's coming. And I remember going, I'm so happy my girls aren't here right now, and I was happy they weren't going to be there for what was going to happen. And you kind of feel this energy of it building, and then before you know it, you kind of start to feel the earth shake a little bit. And then you start hearing this roaring. And for some reason I scream, it started. Don't know why. But I knew. If that makes any sense. Like, I had a purpose. Big red truck, right? Everyone knows something's coming. So I scream, it's coming. And you hear it, it's starting to build, and the earth starts to shake more, and you're really starting to sway. And you hear this deafening rumbling, but for some reason, I put my hand on this girl's shoulder. She's to the left of me, and never met her a day in my life. I couldn't tell you who she was. And I told her, we're not going to survive this if we don't fight this. So corny. And so as I say that, you kind of see this realization, and you see people just kind of like, and they kind of brace themselves, and they kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. You just kind of like got in stance. They're ready. They're in their defense mode. They're ready. Just come at me, you know? And you see it, and it gets louder, and it's rumbling, and the earth literally feels like it's going to shake, and it is so freaking loud in your ear. You feel like you're in the water as it's churning down this valley towards these doors. And then you see it. You see past the stained glass door. You see this big, dark, turning figure coming towards you, and it's getting bigger, and it's getting bigger, and it's almost looking like it's going to go above the gates, and you're like, oh my God, this is huge. And then you just feel like this overwhelming, like, I got this. This isn't happening. And it hits the stained glass door. And mind you, that stained glass door, that's been there for a long time. It's got cracks in it, it's missing pieces. You see a few leaks of water come through, but it does not budge. It stayed. And all that water, all that black, nasty churning with all the nastiness in it stayed behind these stained glass doors. And I look behind me, and you just see fields of beautiful green fields, trees. You see the mountains in the background, and you see millions of people just shining and healthy and okay. And you just felt kind of really reassured. And it may sound corny. What I translated in this dream was those old rustic gates of the stained glass with the story. That's America. And America has a long, dirty history, and as much as we don't want to admit some of its pasts and its currents, you still can't look away. You want to look at it. And you also have to remember there was a purpose it was put there. Someone took the time to design, an artist went out of their way to put a story there for you to learn, to know, to learn. So there's a purpose for that gate. There's a purpose. It's old and stained and it's glass and it's not perfect and it's old. And then you got the people, those few hundred people in the beginning. Those are the leaders that say no more. Those are the strong people that come forward and say, we're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to let you nickel dime us to death. We're not going to put ourselves in the front line for a few dollars so I can end up giving it to someone else. We have to do what's right. We have to ask for a 6-month rent and mortgage freeze to help everyone out. It's the only way. Take the pressure off the landowners. Take the pressure off the property owners and the renters. They shouldn't be paying property taxes. I'm sorry, I just don't agree with that. If a landlord is good to his tenants, you don't screw him over even more by having to screw his tenants over. Because people remember things like that. They decide their loyalties and what's more important to them by how people treat them. And then when I was able to look behind and see everyone, even my daughters were there, and they're happy and they're healthy and they're glowing, and it was abundance. To me, that was unity. That's what happens when you come together with the common cause. I don't care what your political background is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what skin color you are. I don't care your sexual orientation. Just don't touch animals and kids. We're fine. I don't care. Just be decent to one another. It's really freaking simple. It's simple. It is really simple. It's not that difficult. Have compassion and have some common sense. We can stop this machine. And I've always been a fan of The Simpsons. It's a family tradition. And I remember there was an episode where Lisa Simpson was really mad at Burns because his plants were polluting everything, and she got everyone to kind of rally against them, and he's like, well, I'm going to turn the power off to everyone then. They're protesting. He's like, then I'll turn off everything. And there was a little song she sang, and I don't remember it all the way, but I remember it says, they might have the tower, but we have the power. So again, we have the power to stop this. We have the power to put our foot down. So call your senators, call your state officials, harass them, let them know. Put them on notice that you're done, we're tired of this, and America needs better. Humans need better. We need to give people a chance to rebuild and healthy with confidence and knowing they're not going to get this horrible virus. Because for someone like my daughter, she'll end up in ICU and she may not make it. And then I'll hold you responsible because, come on, all you had to do was stay home. I mean, dude, X-Files is on Hulu. Watch it. It's the best thing in the world, I'm telling you. And then also watch Unlocked. Kind of get a little conspiracy there. Either way, I love all of you. I wish you the best. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be strong. I want you to be safe. And I want us to unite. Stand together, brothers and sisters, because it can happen. Thank you guys.